Hello, my name is Pastor Dave Persons at the Wayside Presbyterian Church in Hamburg. This is the Christmas season, and one of the phrases that we hear often, if you're familiar with church at all, is that Jesus was born of a virgin. What does that really mean? Was that mean that Jesus was not born as we were, with both a maternal father and mother? I don't think so. In the days in which Jesus lived, people who were attribute greatness to them, such as Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, were described as being virgin-born. What does that mean? Well, that means that beyond their parents' influence, that people like Julius Caesar had passions, gifts, and interests within that he exercised, perhaps completely opposite from his parents, to a measure of greatness in being a well-known, historically famous historical figure. Jesus was the same way. We know little about his parents, Joseph and Mary. We know they were peasants in northern Galilee. They probably couldn't read or write. And yet their son Jesus grew to become so aware of who he was as a child of God, as a son of God, that he left those peasant roots and is known today as a great spiritual teacher in the history of civilization. And so it's in that way that he was attributed in those early decades of being a virgin-born person. Now all of us can have a virgin birth today. We all have that place in life where we come to make a decision to be all what our parents expected us to be, good or bad, or even to follow what our religious teachers told us. We must come to that place where we accept who we are on our own and sort through questioning what was told to us so that we can learn to express, to hone our own gifts within us. Have you had that experience? Perhaps when you said, well, my father or my mother did it one way, but I'm not going to follow it that way. I'm going to do it my way. In a sense, that's what the behaviorists say, coming to a place of your own self-individuation, your self-actualization, being who you are. As we come to the next year, you may want to take time during these winter months to contemplate, well, who really am I? What do I want to do? What are my gifts? What are my deepest desires that I would like to learn to express? And in that way, not only to find happiness and peace in my own life, but to give it back to the world. That's having in your own way your own virgin birth. I was raised on a farm in Chautauqua County. My parents had ideas about me being either a farmer or a certain type of person and thinker. But in my teenage years and my years following that, I found this higher interest, this higher call within my heart, which later I began to understand it was the Spirit, the energy of the universe, expressing itself through me. And so out of respect, I disagreed with my parents and went on to become what I am seeking to do today. In that way, I also have had a virgin birth, just as you can have that if you have not already. So just as we attribute that to Jesus because he knew who he was, claim and accept the fact that you too are a child of God and follow that to your bliss and for the good of the world. Have a great 2008. Goodbye.